In this video, we're going to be talking about dividing fractions, improper fractions, mixed numbers, positive and negative. So turn to page 327. So to divide fractions, divide by a fraction, you multiply by its multiplicative inverse or reciprocal. In our words, we use the keep, change, flip method. So 7/8 divided by 3/4. You keep the first number, 7/8. You change the sign from divide to multiply, and you flip the last number. Instead of 3/4, it's 4/3. And dividing 3 by 1/4 is the same thing as multiplying 3 by the reciprocal of 1/4, which would be 3 times 4/1. So the pattern would be true for any expression of division, keep, change, flip. Example 1 in the book. Find 1/3 divided by 5/1. First, any whole number can be written as a fraction over 1. So you write 1/3 divided by 5/1. Now you can follow keep, change, flip. Keep the first one, 1/3, change the sign to multiply, and flip the last number to 1/5. Multiply the top and the bottom to get 1/15. Page 328. Example 2. So remember, the only thing that's different about this is there is a negative here. So in negatives for division and multiplication, you ignore them until the end and then you count them and follow the pattern. Pause the video now to see if this example makes sense. We're going to see a solution video for A through C. Okay, we're going to follow keep, change, flip for these. There's no negatives, so all I'm going to do is keep the first one 3/4, change the sign to multiply, and flip the last one to 4/1. Now easily I can see those cross out, so it ends up being 3/1, which is 3. There's one negative here, so my answer will be negative. So now I can follow keep, change, flip. 4/5 keep, change the sign, flip the last one, right? Flip equals, I'm just going to go for it. So 36, 4 times 9 is 36/40. And you can reduce that by dividing by 4/4. Dividing by 4/4. And you can reduce it on your own. Okay. And remember, the answer is negative. Negatives here. 2 negatives is even. Your answer will be positive for this one. So now I'm just going to keep, change the sign, flip the last one, right? And that would be 15/12, which dividing by 3/3 will reduce to 5/4. Positive, right? This one would be negative. Don't forget the negative in that one. So next section, dividing mixed numbers. So when you divide mixed numbers, you first have to rename the mixed number as a fraction that's greater than 1, so as an improper fraction. Then you can multiply by the reciprocal or the multiplicative inverse, which is the keep, change, flip method. So in any problem, you have to convert all mixed numbers to improper fractions, and then from there you follow our keep, change, flip method of dividing fractions. So number 3, example 3, find 2/3 divided by 3 1/3. So first you're going to rename 3 1/3 as a fraction that's greater than 1, so as an improper fraction. 3 1/3 is 10/3 as a fraction. Now we can follow keep, change, flip. So keep 2/3 the same, change the sign to multiply, and flip the last one to 3/10. They did some canceling out. 3 and 3 cancel out, and then 2 and 10 would be 1/5 simplified down. Let's follow this video here to see how to solve these 3 problems in the book. Okay, to solve these problems, we have to convert all of them to improper fractions, and then we use our keep, change, flip method. So first, 5 is just 5/1, right? Over 1. And then 1 1/3, well, 1 plus 1/3. 1 is 3/3. plus 1 over 3. 3 plus 1 over 3, which equals 4 over 3. So plug it back in, so 5 over 1 divided by 4 over 3. Now we're going to follow keep, change, flip. So keep the first one, change the sign to multiply, and flip the last one. 5 times 3 over 1 times 4, 15 over 4. The second one, negative 3/4, it's fine. So we're gonna not worry about the negatives until the end and then count them. So it's gonna be 3/4, and then we have to convert 1 1/2 to a improper fraction. 1 1/2 is just 2 over 2 plus 1 over 2, right? Because 1 1/2 is 1 plus 2 over 2. Equals 2 plus 1 over 2, which equals 3 over 2. So negative 3/4, oh, we're not worried about the negative actually. Can't erase. 3/4 divided by 3 over 2. Keep, change, flip. Keep the first, change the sign, flip the last. And we could cross out. It'd be 2/4, which should be crossed out again, that's 1/2. And there's one negative, which is an odd number, so our answer would be negative 1/2. Last but not least, convert, this is 5 over 1. 2 1/3 is, as a mixed number, 6 over 3 plus 1/3 equals 7 over 3. 7 over 3 divided by 5 over 1. Keep, change, flip. Keep, change the sign, flip the last number, 7 over 15. Okay, so page 329. We're going to skip the word problem. You can pause now and try to read through it on your own if you would like. Last section, guided practice. You may pause the video now to try and solve these on your own or continue by watching the video. So we're going to solve these by following keep, change, flip. So 1/8 divided by 1/3. Keep the first, 1/8. Change the sign to multiply and flip the last. 1 times 3 over 8 times 1. It's just 3 over 8, which doesn't need to be reduced at all. The next one, I'm just going to count the negatives first. You can do it at the end or at the beginning, it doesn't matter. Well, I see 2 negatives. That's an even number, so our answer will be positive. So now we're just going to take 3 over 1. Right, you write 3 is the same thing as 3 over 1, divided by 6 over 7. Keep, change, flip. Keep the first, change the sign to multiply, flip the last, which equals 21. 3 times 7 is 21 over 6. You can reduce that if you'd like. You should. Last but not least, we're going to count the negatives here first. There's one negative, that's an odd number, so our answer will be negative. So keep, change, flip. 7/8, keep, change the sign, flip the last. Sorry, that's a line. Flip the last one. Now, I'm just going to multiply it out. 7 times 4 is 28 over 24. You should be able to reduce these down, and then your final answer will be negative. So from here, if you'd like to choose some practice problems from page 330 to practice and make sure you understand, otherwise, we're done.